Now the major rule with algebraic fractions, or fractions generally, is that the denominators must be the same obviously at the bottom, that's where denominators are. They must be the same when you add or subtract. So we've got to make both of the denominators the same. So what I can simply do is times the left hand side by the right hand side's denominator and the right hand side by the left hand side's denominator. Basically I'm going to times both top and bottom of this side by x, and then both top and bottom of the other side by 10 plus x. So 11 times x over this 10 plus x by x as well. Now I've kept that fraction the same because I've times top and bottom by the same thing, so it's the same fraction. That's important that you don't change the fraction. Then I'm going to times the 5 by the 10 plus x, and I'm going to times the x by the 10 plus x. Now, something I've done instinctively, and a lot of people make mistakes on, is I put brackets around the expression 10 plus x, and if you don't do that, you will end up, say here, just timesing the x by the 10 and not timesing the x by the x on the right hand side. So always put expressions that are in fractions in brackets. Okay, so now the bottoms are the same, we can just simply add the tops, and I'm going to expand that top bit. So 5 times 10, which is 50, 5 times x, which is 5x. I'm going to expand the bottom, but you don't need to. So the bottom will stay as x brackets 10 plus x. The bottom, in fact, let's do that step first to make it really clear. Okay. So, and I'll put an equals there. Okay, now we've got 11x plus 5x, which is 16x plus 50, over, and I'll expand the bottom one, so it's 10x plus x squared. So my answer is 16x plus 50, and you normally do by powers of x, so I'm going to do x squared plus 10x. Now, unless it explicitly tells you otherwise, you don't need to expand brackets, so you could leave the bottom one in brackets, but I needed to expand the top one because I was adding the 11x on. So if it's literally like that, I wouldn't have needed to expand it. I could have just left it in brackets, but read the question because it might ask you to.